Hi guys, and welcome back to A Word from God with Pam. I'm with Sarah again.
Hi.
Super excited. So we did another video. If you've not watched it, please go back and watch that. What did we talk about?
Confidence in the Lord.
Oh yeah.
Godfidence.
Godfidence, that was the word. So she's back again today, and we're literally just going to give 10 things. So I'm going to do 5 and she's going to do 5. 10 things that we would love to say to our younger self. I mean, we're still young, but when we say young, we're talking like when we're obviously a lot younger. So it's just 10 things that we wish we could have said to ourselves when we were a lot younger. And we just hope that these resonate with you. And if you're watching and you're young and, you know, you're 16 or 18, 21, and you're still trying to figure out like who you are, that these would really help you, because we wish somebody would have told us this when we were a lot younger. So we're going to quickly get into it. My first one is always waiting for the right moment. I can't tell you how much time I wasted not doing the things I love, not doing or starting something. Like I want to start this and I'm not starting it because I'm like, I feel like I'm going to feel this thing when it's the right time. But now that I'm a lot older, I realize that you have to create these moments. Like you need to create opportunities for yourself, advocate for yourself, whether it's in your work, your education, business. If you want to start something, like with my podcast, I had to create space for myself because I kept saying I'm going to wait, and then I realized that what am I actually am I waiting for like lightning in the sky? So that's my first one. I wished I would have just gotten with getting on with things instead of waiting for the right moment.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. That's the one. Yeah. What's yours?
All right. So leading perfectly into that, I think one thing I would have loved to hear is be content in your season. The same way that you always sometimes are looking at when is the perfect time to start something.
Yeah.
Sometimes you also looking so much towards the future or towards what you could have.
Yeah.
Like you single, you're looking at the person who is about to get married and they're preparing the wedding thinking, oh, I wish I would be there. But you don't realize that there is something beautiful about that season that you're supposed to learn and enjoy. That once you move on in life, you won't have the chance to go back again. Like now I used to be a single woman. Now I'm married, but I don't have kids. One day I will have kids. I will miss the time where I could just be and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like me and my husband can decide we're going on holiday tomorrow and we can do it.
Yeah.
Once kids come, I will no longer have that chance. So I think one thing I would have loved to say to myself is be content with what you have. Like be happy in your season. Make the best out of it, but be content. Don't envy.
Yeah, definitely don't envy. And that kind of links to my second one, which is caring too much about my appearance at that time. My goodness. I was like, my self-esteem was so low. I'm too skinny, I'm too tall, I'm too this, we're too that, I'm not enough of this, I'm not enough of that. And I just realized that beauty didn't take me nowhere. Didn't add anything to me, didn't change my level of intelligence, it didn't change my uni application form, it doesn't change my job application form.
It didn't give you an entry to heaven.
Literally, it doesn't change my salvation. It's just a barrier. Like we're constantly thinking about ourselves, as you know, me, am I good enough? Am I this and that? And now in my older age, I'm just like, I'm content with me, my size, my height, who I am. I am literally enough to get the job done. Yeah. And if God made me this way, then God made me this way. Exactly. There will be people that will love me and think I'm beautiful, others will not, and that's okay.
And
you know?
That leads perfectly into what I was going to say, which is people don't have to like you. Don't be a people pleaser. Yeah. It's okay if someone doesn't find your kind of humor funny. It's okay if somebody doesn't think you're smart or intelligent or beautiful. Yeah. Their opinion about you doesn't define who you are. So just enjoy who you are. If somebody doesn't like you, move on. Somebody else will. God loves you. Who else do you need to love you apart from Him?
Literally, I love that. I like that. My next one is some things just take time. Because I think we're always trying to solve things, always trying to be solution providers, especially women. We always want to provide a solution because we're always told we're the helper, we're the ones that's supposed to be helping all the time. So I feel like it develops this thing of I want to solve it, I want to fix it, and I want things to change right now. But some things literally give it some time. You've gone for a break, a heartbreak. Give it time. Your seasons are changing. Give it time. Because the same way as when you plant a seed, or like a flower or something, you've got to give it time to grow and go through the messiness. The roots have to grow, the foundation, and then one day it's going to grow. Even when it grows, the flower doesn't come out straight away.
Yes.
The beauty is right at the end. Give it some time, because like a flower, you will blossom one day. So like, give it time.
Yeah. And is it not the journey that gives the thing value?
Exactly.
Like many things, like you can have a piece of wood, you find it on the street and it's free. But when you go to the shop, that same piece of wood now has become a dresser, and all of a sudden it's £300. But it's the same wood. Why? Because it's gone through a process, and that's a beautiful thing that can be used.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. What's your next one?
So my next one is learning how to have boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say I'm not happy with this. It's okay to say I don't want to be a part of that. It's okay to say I didn't like what you did. I think, growing up, you just want to be accepted, and
when you're a lot younger,
you just want to be a part of the community, and then
people pleasing, and anyone can step on your toes. It's okay.
And you think as well as a Christian, like, oh, I don't want to disrupt anybody, I don't want anybody to be praying that I did this to them. So you feel like, okay, you know what, let me just say yes, let me just do this. Sometimes it's okay to say no. It's okay to say I don't have enough time to do this, I cannot be there, I'm not able to attend. It's okay. I think that was one of my biggest ones that I wish I would have learned.
On the opposite end of that, it's also okay if someone says no to you.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can be like, I've got boundaries, I've set them and stuff like that. But when somebody else shows you their boundaries, you're like, oh, I'm offended. How dare you say no to me?
To me?
Like, literally. So it's good to know that you can have boundaries, but know that other people have their boundaries as well. And how close or how far it is, it's up to them. So, you also have to respect other people's boundaries. My last one is you can be your own enemy. It kind of links with my first one, always waiting on the right moment. You can be, especially as Christians, you can be your own enemy. We are so focused on the devil. The devil went in, the devil ruined it for me. The devil. Other people are witches, other people are wizards, other people. You can be the own enemy of your life because you don't believe in yourself, you don't love yourself. You don't believe that you can achieve certain things. You are your own enemy. Or when somebody gives you a criticism and they're literally wanting you to better yourself, but you see everything as an attack. Oh, you don't love me, why are you saying that to me? But literally just giving you feedback, darling. Calm down. So you can be your own enemy.
Sometimes it's even about your own character. You're not disciplined enough. You don't want to put the effort on certain things. You're lazy. You can be your own enemy. Sometimes the enemy within. Within,
especially when you're young, like 16, 18, your mom tells you to do something and you just feel like your mom doesn't understand anything in your life. Like, she was 16 once, darling, remember that? But like, you can genuinely be your own enemy. Like, someone's trying to give you advice, help you. Are you able to self-evaluate and say, I think they're right, I recognize in what they're saying, I have that thing, and change? But what's your last one?
My last one would be, silence is powerful, let the Lord defend you. Even Jesus, who the Bible says did not commit no sin, but he had people talking against him. So who are you? That nobody will talk about you, nobody will have issues about you through you, or nobody will somebody has to find something wrong with you, and that's fine. Like we say, enough is you are enough. It's okay, but also we have to understand that you don't always have to talk. You don't always have to defend yourself. You don't always have to get into an argument, a back and forth about who was right and who said what at what moment at what time and what should have, could have, would have done at that situation. If I was there, it's okay. Sometimes somebody tells you did something, you say, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, that was not my intention, leave it at that. And let the Lord defend you. You hear somebody's talking about you, you don't need to be calling that person and confronting them and creating an argument out of nothing. You can just let it slide, continue living your life, let the Lord bless you, let people see it.
There's a saying in Lingala, I'll translate in English, I think it's, let them say stuff about you, but they shouldn't find you in it. So for as long as you're not in it, as long as you are so sure that that's not me, it's not a reflection of me, get on with your life. And honestly, I'm going to emphasize this. When you're younger, it doesn't feel that way.
No, it doesn't.
You feel like, I have to defend myself. I have to say this. I need to say that. I have to. But as you grow older, you realize that no, silence goes a long way, and it actually creates space for healing. Without mess, because when you're defending yourself, you're saying stuff, they're saying stuff, it can explode. But in silence, when healing does come, or reconciliation, or if maybe you make up, you don't have to say sorry too much. Like, you know, I'm sorry,
because you don't have to anything to repent about.
Exactly. But yeah, like it's been nice talking about this. If you have any sort of like tips that you would love to tell yourself when you were younger, please leave them in the comments. Share what you have, and let's learn from each other. Once again, thank you for tuning into today's video. Thank you, Sarah, for coming once again.
Thank you for inviting me.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone that you feel like needs to hear this. This is their season right now, that they need to hear it. But again, don't forget that God is love.